Incremental greetings. Let's continue the Supermemo course, the Pleasurable expansion. Now it's turn for the image occlusion templates. Yes, that is a thing in Supermemo, and should I say it was the first software that implemented this kind of flashcards. And stays the same. There has been no update. That's why it kind of defeats the purpose. There are so many limitations. And yeah, we just seen the surface with previous videos. Now let's see what Fowl will do, and I will add my 2 cents. You add the image. Keep in mind, now he's using an item, but the image occlusion starts on a topic. Usually it will start on a topic. Then you will create the items. Or you can create the item right away and then duplicate this item over and over and change every thing like I did before, if you remember. We will see this in a few minutes, no worries. Now,
Okay.
Oh, that was super quick. He added the image with Control Q. I suggest this import because you don't lose quality, remember? You will have text and so on. You don't want to lose quality in this context. And then Ctrl-Shift-Q to fill. Remember the stretch options of images. And for image occlusion, you need the fill. I don't know why this is not automatic. Because if you don't, the relative positions of the labels, of the occlusions, they will be lost when you change the size of the element window.
So in this case, I'm gonna show you how to do an I changed it.
And by the way, it's the only template that is not automatic, in the sense that even if you apply the template, you're not done, because you need to move the occlusion to whatever you need every single time. And every card is independent, unlike Anki. Now Anki, in 2024, has a full built-in image occlusion node type. Before it was through an add-on. Very commonly used, but still an add-on, not in the vanilla experience. In Supermemo, you cannot have a node that then every single card inherits the same thing. So you can do square, 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 pam, 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 and you're done. No, you have to repeat every single time. It's super laborious. You spend a lot of time, it looks terrible, and it's very prone to breaking, and so many cons.
In this case, I'm gonna show you how to do an I changed the size, but this is not okay. I'm gonna do Control F, Shift F, because I don't like this template at all, and I think that this color is humongous.
Okay. This component is just a shape. You have 3 shapes: square or rectangular, a circle, and a square with rounded corners. That's it. Then those shapes, they just occlude. So they are just there. It's the entire purpose of what they do. And then you can customize the color. By default, you have red. And I suggest, it's already laborious, so please don't waste your time to be customizing your colors and so on. And on top of that, you know already, you can have a convention that red means it's what I'm asking. And if it's yellow, it's something that I'm occluding before I reveal the answer, because it's hinting too much. It's giving away the answer. Because let's say that I have cerebrum and cerebellum. Oh, I know that if it's not cerebrum, it's the other one, the other word that is very similar. So imagine that I'm closing this and giving away the answer because it's the other one. Or if it's superior, the one is in the inferior. I give away the answer, right? Then you will include that on a different color. You have always this convention. So by default, just leave this color, and that's it. In case you want to use image occlusion, by the way,
So
in Supermemo.
let's do one simple thing, really. Item picture, Control Shift F2, detach, yes. this is an image occlusion. Okay, so you get
By the way, the question is optional because it's implicit that, hey, what is this thing that is occluded? It will always be this question.
can make display at and question in browsing, question. I don't really want this at browsing, honestly, but let's leave it like this. And this is as this. You need this to be filled. You cannot do proportional because otherwise it won't
Normal or proportional?
stretch in the right way. Look.
That's extremely important, yeah.
Same. Just to make this appear, by the way. When you're like hearing this sound continuously, it's me pressing ESC. So Alt C to make the rest of it appear again. Okay, maybe. This is the image occlusion.
Okay, so he doesn't add anything else. Then, my 2 cents. I reacted quite in detail. 15 minutes is quite a lot for what it is. For Terence Wickman adding image occlusion nodes. I expand a lot on the pros and cons, and you have real cases. Not just do it now for the sake of the example. Feel free to watch it. Then, it's worth adding question and answer on the image occlusion cards, knowing the pros. Because I did this for a while. Not anymore, but I spend my time. You can see a few hundreds of images. Is it worth if I have question and answer in text on the side? I discussed this with, again, genuine examples that I did. Then there's a thing with the image occlusion editor. That is an editor from Alexis, the same person that did the Supermemo assistant. It's unofficial, but it works, and it still works. In 2024, with Supermemo 19, still works. And it does a better job. It's similar, the tool that the Anki add-on was embedding, because the add-on was not something new. It was just an open source project that was put inside Anki, and then create the nodes and the cards accordingly. That's it, the add-on. More or less it's the same thing, but for Supermemo that works a lot more different. So feel free to check how to install it, the shortcuts, to edit existing occlusion. That is important because, hey, perhaps now I want to change it. Is this hard-coded? No. You can actually modify it, and how to edit the template. Because when you install that, it comes with a template that perhaps is not what you want. And it's not that obvious. So if you really care to have all of the image occlusions, feel free to watch all of those videos. If you don't create that through incremental reading, please use Anki instead. I extremely suggest to use Anki instead. It's not worth it. It will be only worth it. The only scenario I can think of is that if everything you do is in Supermemo and just those flashcards will be the only thing that will be outside of Supermemo, okay. Leave it in Supermemo in the sense that then it's the only app you will ever use for flashcards and space repetition. If that's the case, please don't. Please don't. It's not worth it. Not in 2024. Yeah, for the record, I almost forgot. For the record, the image occlusion, it's this one, the rectangular. Then you have the rectangular shape with the rounded corners. And you have then the elliptical shape. And you may ask, hey, they all look the same. Well, one second. Here you go. Now this is color gray. But look at that, how ugly it looks, how pixelated it looks. So you have those three shapes. That's all you need to know. See you in the next video.